In this video, we're going to dive into 90% silver. Has the 90% silver battle begun? We're going to dive into that. Please like, share, and subscribe. As most of you realize, I'm trying to go for 2,100 subscribers by September 12th, 2024. That's because that's my 3-month anniversary of being on YouTube. As of the recording of this video, we are at 1977 subscribers. We're getting very, very close to that 2,100 mark. If you're not yet subscribed, please do so. Help me out. It's always going to be free to watch my videos. No membership required here for special videos. Every video I post is going to be absolutely free to watch. I thank you in advance for any super chats I get, super thanks, whatever we call them now, and the PayPal donations. Those really go a long way, but please, only if you're able to. I'm not trying to beg for nothing. It's only if you are able to and want to. That is all. And those really go a long way. So what happened today? As most of you guys know, I'm really keeping a close eye on 90% silver. Today, our shop owner gave his friends some money and some checks to go out there to the local pawn shops, about 150-mile radius around the shop. And they left early this morning. They just got back a little while ago. They were able to find $300 face of silver dimes. They were able to find $450 face of silver quarters. And they were able to find 200 face and half dollars. A mixed bag, really a mixed lot of half dollars. The Kenley half dollars, the Walkings, and the Franklins. They're all readable dates. A lot of these did come from pawn shops in the local area, or about 150 miles away, you know, depending on where they picked up stuff from. This is a good opportunity now to check your local pawn shops, really, because some of these pawn shops are really hurting for cash. They bought too many mowers. They bought too much of this. They're probably willing to sell it a little bit cheaper out there, or about the same as you could get online. Check your local pawn shops. That is one key place to check. You know what? If you can't get a deal from them, you can't get a deal. But you know, it's always good to check your local pawn shops, because a lot of them are willing to take anything they can get right now because they're hurting so bad for cash. They bought so much other stuff, like I've said. Another good place that we don't talk about, look at your antique malls. You know, they have a lot of these booths, lock-in booths. You got to ask the tenant there and to unlock it. You know, a lot of them, sometimes they will have this type of items in stock, you know, in a specific booth or whatever the case may be, a cabinet with the glass doors on it. Good place to hunt for that. Check them out. Spend an hour in there if you want to, and just check the booth real quick, or call them up and see if anybody has coins in their case. They may know right off the bat before you waste your time and spend an hour to go search in there. I'm just trying to give everybody an opportunity and some places to get your 90% silver, your Constitution silver, your junk silver, whatever you want to call this stuff. All right, it's really getting harder and harder to find this stuff. I think when we process this stuff, we have one of the workers there now. They are going through the silver now and getting it logged into the computer tomorrow. Look, shop owner's not going to make a lot of money off this. The stuff we got today. He paid about 21 times face to about 22 times face for everything I just listed just a minute ago. We're probably going to sell the dimes and quarters for about 22.25 face. So for every dollar, he's going to sell them for $22.25. So, I mean, when you're paying 22 or so, 21 to 22, that is not a lot of profit on top of it. Because, you know, now he's got the cost of paying someone, 2 people, 1 car, for gas mileage, time, and 2 meals, you know, all day long. So we're probably going to break about even off this deal. But he's okay with that because he says, I'd rather keep the customers happy that I have it in stock. And and that is what we have to do sometimes. We had to do that back March of 2023 when the banking crashed, when we couldn't find it. We had to go to local pawn shops, antique malls. We've not been to the antique malls yet. That'd be the next place we're looking for. We've sent out emails to our customer list saying we're willing to buy it at this price. Right now we're paying more than I think any really coin shop in the country right now, or any pawn shop. I mean, we're paying 22 times face for quarters and dimes, and we're paying 22.5 times face for halves. That is a pretty good, if someone needed to sell, that's a pretty good, gosh darn good buyback price right now, because we need it so bad. And we have to make a little bit off of it. The owner has to make a little bit of money off of it too. I mean, so we have to try to keep in the guidelines what the online bullion dealers are selling it for. I love when you guys email me with questions, show me coins. What if you have questions, always email me. If you have questions, you don't know something, email me. I'm willing to help. That's free of charge. Not many YouTubers will spend the time and really get back to you all. There are some good YouTubers out there that will do that. I'm able to do that right now with the lower sub count I got right now in the viewership. At some point I might have to hire somebody for that, so maybe there'll be a job opening for somebody out there. I'm not there yet, okay? I'm not there yet. So I mean, we're trying to grow this channel, and you guys, all of you folks, have been very, very supportive of me. Yeah, we get a couple trolls here and there, but the trolls don't like it. But they can go watch those cartoons and go play Candyland, I guess, But there's always going to be a couple trolls, and that's okay. I got thick skin, so nothing really bothers me at all. And we just have to keep plugging away. I've said this before, cost average. I know some of you don't like that phrase, cost average, but that's how I do it. That's how I recommend stacking. Always cost average. I got people, I've said this before too, I got a few people that come in. All they can afford is a few dimes a week. That's all they can afford every single paycheck. It's okay. Because I tell you, here, I've showed this before. This is $58 in silver quarters in this bottle, this vitamin bottle. It's a small, really a small bottle, but this holds a lot of weight in silver quarters, dimes or whatever. I don't buy those tubes, tubes to stack them in. There's no need of it. I'm not wasting the extra money on it. I'd rather put that extra money in there. If it's junk silver, most of it's going to have some little dings on it, or it's going to be a little dirty. If they're in BU shape, I mean, most of them are going to be 64, 63s. There's not going to make a big difference. If you want to keep those separate, that's absolutely fine. I mean, it's really about cost averaging. And another point I want to make before I end the video tonight is people ask me all the time, how much junk silver do I need? And that is a very hard question to answer. I don't think you ever have enough junk silver. And I'm not trying to. There's no link to sell you anything on this channel as of yet. I mean, there's no link, and then when there will be, I will tell you there's a link. I'm not trying to sell you anything. All I'm trying to do is, and people, like when people ask me that, that's a hard question to ask. My answer back: do you have enough cash? And some people look at me like I have two heads when I ask that question to some of the customers. And they said, well, not really. Then the answer is you never have enough junk silver. This is a form of savings. I always had a hard time saving cash. But this is another way, good way to save cash, really, is in putting the money into silver, especially the junk silver, because this is another layer of protection. We're saying, do I really need the cashes in for what I want to buy? And, a lot of us, well, me, I should say, likes to spend more cash than I should on things I really don't need. Let's just leave it as that. I could say a bad word, but I'm not going to. On the junk I really don't need. I will say it that way. It's really a good way to save And when the time comes, if you need to sell it for cash, that is fine. But I'm not planning to sell any of my silver for cash. I'm looking to use as barter and trade down the road, because I do believe, and soon, how soon? That could be 2 or 3 years away. How soon will the dollar collapse? How soon people will lose faith in the dollar? And when that happens, it's game over, like I said. If you folks have any questions, please, again, just reach out to me by email. I'm happy to help anybody. I've helped dozens of you already. I'm happy to do it. And thank you for watching. Thank you for giving this a thumbs up. If you're not yet subscribed, hit that subscribe key for me. That will really help the channel grow too. Thanks for watching. Until next video, Coin Shop Chris is out of here.